This grave belongs to a little girl named Nellie Hogan. Nellie was born in May 1873 and died June 20th, 1874, at the age of 13 months. Her cause of death was whooping cough, which was a pretty common killer of young children in the 19th century. Nellie's parents were Daniel and Alice Hogan. Including Nellie, in total they had 12 children. Nellie was the only one to not survive childhood. The other children were Josie, Jenny, Alice, John, Minnie, James, George, Etta, Frank, Herbert, Daniel, and William. About 3 years after Nellie's death, Daniel and Alice moved their family to Minnesota. They lived out their entire lives there. Daniel died in 1910 in his 70s, and Alice died in 1923 in her 80s. Nellie's sister, Jenny, died at age 45 of rheumatism and associated complications. Her brother, James, died at age 56 of a heart attack. Aside from those two, the rest of the children all lived into their 60s, 70s, or even 80s. The last of the original family to die was Josie, and she died in 1958. Two of the Hogan children would go on to lose their own children. Josie lost her only child, a son, at age 12 due to a diving accident, and Herbert lost his wife and infant child in childbirth. All of the children lived out their lives in Midwestern states, including North Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas. Nellie's stone stood out to me because it appears to mark the only grave in this plot. The way plots were sold in this cemetery, her family would have had to buy an entire plot to bury her in a space. But since they went out to the Midwest, there was no one else to be buried there.